4 a.m. First Fruits. This is a chapter by chapter Bible study series, and we're in Psalms chapter 6. In case you've never seen me before, I get up at 4 a.m., study the Bible, share it with you guys in a video in less than 10 minutes. A prayer for mercy. We need a lot. Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger. Do not discipline me in your wrath. Be gracious to me, Lord, for I am weak. Heal me, Lord, for my bones are shaking. My whole being is shaken with terror. And you, Lord, how long? This psalm is deliberately unspecific. You could almost use it anytime, anywhere in your own life. It is a classic lament. And David is saying, do not rebuke me, Lord. Heal me, please. We don't really know what David is going through in the Psalms, but we can all relate. Turn, Lord, rescue me, save me because of your faithful love. For there is no remembrance of you in death. Who can thank you in Sheol? There is a fear of disappearing here, and a talk of Sheol. There is so much mystery surrounding this life after this one. People are always asking themselves the same question. What happens when I die? And here David is saying life is the embodiment of worship. And our breath, our work, our ways we love one another, it's worship. And here there is fear of not remembering God in death. And Sheol represents the loss of all of that, the darkness. I am weary from my groaning. With my tears I dampen my bed and drench my couch every night. My eyes are swollen from grief. They grow old because of all my enemies. More descriptions of suffering, which the Bible is full of lament, and God welcomes it. Sometimes being heard is the healing. 8. Depart from me, evildoers, for the Lord has heard the sound of my weeping. The Lord has heard my plea for help. The Lord accepts my prayer. All my enemies will be ashamed and shake with terror. They will turn back and suddenly be disgraced. God hears our laments. He never tells us to stop whining. Instead, he more often says, come closer. Tell me the truth. Remember who I am. Now take a step. Notice nothing has changed in the Psalms. There's still enemies. There's still pain, maybe even. But it does end with the Lord hears me. The Lord has heard my plea for help, and the Lord accepts my prayer. The fact that God preserves these prayers of lament in Scripture shows us how much He does care. It shows us that other people relate, and God hears. Y'all remember when Elijah said, I am no better than my ancestors, leave me here to die. God doesn't tell him enough and then rebukes him. Instead, he feeds Elijah, lets him rest, and then asks him the question, what are you doing here? That is not a stop whining. That is a let's reorient. Thank you for watching this 4 a.m. I'll see you in the next 4 a.m. when we cover Psalms chapter 7, which will be on Monday.